The speculation about who is the BBC presenter has reached sort of fever pitch, and I think it's interesting that Nicky Campbell has taken the issue to the police. Nicky Campbell is somebody who, well, he doesn't come greatly across my bows. He's a Radio 1 DJ, I suppose. But we share quite a lot. We were both born in 1961 and we were both adopted. And his biological parents were Irish. So my mother was also Irish, and my biological mother was also Irish. I eventually met her. But the problem is that this sort of speculation, this name telling, and somebody on Twitter saying, well, I know absolutely that it's Nicky Campbell. This is extraordinary behaviour. This is the BBC host who paid teenager for sexually explicit photos. I mean, it just borders on, well, I think it actually is libelous. Ryland Clark made it clear that he wasn't the person. Jeremy Vine made it clear that he wasn't the person. This speculation, and this is the problem, that the BBC have used this story really to drum up the nastiest speculation. And Gary Lineker, if anybody's in any doubt about the existence of the of sort of being pilloried, about this sort of the way the public can turn on individuals, I just think it is extraordinary. In the end, we're going to discover this person isn't particularly a star at all. It's the BBC's obsession with its own importance, and yeah, it's a sad story. So many stories are very sad. This one is particularly sad, I think, and at the same time, the Philip Schofield story rumbles on, with Fern Britton finally speaking out about the collapse of her friendship with Philip Schofield many years ago. Again, why are we hearing this? People like to leap on the bandwagon of distress. But that said, I think the story does demonstrate a failure in the mainstream media and the BBC, a complete failure, and a failure to know, the BBC simply doesn't know how to deal with this. Would anybody? I don't know. But the BBC's self-importance is punctured below the waterline by this revelation. Punctured.